All right. Good morning. Day 2 of the new Ridgeline adventures. We're going to go to Kings Canyon because why not? And I don't think I've completed that national park. And this should complete the national parks tour. I'm going to do most of the recording on the LG V60 simply because when I film over there, I want to... No, I put it this way. I'll do the car vlogs. No, truck vlogs with the V60. And then most of the recordings on the iPhone. I got the other camera too, just in case, but I want to travel light and travel at this part. Basically, I want to shoot the footage I want to shoot with all iOS because of the workflow. I want to shoot with the iPhone and then edit on the iPad and then upload and go. Keep it really compact and condensed. So without further ado, we're gonna get on the road. I might do a review of the Ridgeline. It's 2021 and I'm just ready to get on the road. Enough talk, let's go. So not the guidebook, but the manual says maximum 500 miles on one tank, right? So I just refilled it from a full tank from the dealership. And right now we are sitting at 388. So maybe the computer needs to adjust it, but we are definitely at a full tank. And as you can probably see, maybe not because I'm plugged in, but it's at 2885. And I was just under a quarter. So now we're gonna get on the road, head to Kings Canyon. Have a great time. So, a bit of change of plans. Apparently, Kings National Park has been closed since September 7th due to a lightning strike on a tree. That would explain why I woke up this morning and I can see this. That's probably coming from Kings National Park Complex, where the fire actually happened. And I looked at the edge of it. That looks like smoke, wildfire smoke. So, because all out over there, nice and blue, not bad. So now the change of plan is, I guess I can go try a lake. Maybe Lake Tahoe. Yeah. I really want to go to Kings National Park. So that is the last park on the list. So no point in driving over there only to turn around and suck up ash on the way there and come back. So that mission is scrubbed. Okay. Lake Tahoe it is. And I did bring my swimming trunks. All right, let's go. I am out of focus. Yep, am I in focus? Nope, still out of focus. All right, we're in focus. Quick update since we're on our way to Tahoe. Real world MPG so far. It's not bad. Not bad. I turned on all the electronic nannies and all that stuff. I personally still don't like using them. Like the collision course mitigation. It hit the brake so hard when I was going on an off ramp. Like it thought I was gonna hit somebody, and I'm like, no, that was a cone. You know how well, depending on where you live, like your local transportation authority or Caltrans, that's what it is up here. They leave those damn cones on the side of the road, so it's like. Anyways, the nannies are great as far as like long drives like this one. I mean, 2 hours ain't really a long drive, but when I do my next long drive, which is about 6 hours, I might have a bit of a change of pace or change of mind when it comes to that. But right now, it's great. I left the sunroof open when I did all this. I'm not going to re-record this, so that's pretty much the gist of it. Oh, and I got the rear slider window open as well. So. Yeah, anyway, I just want to give a quick update. I'm doing basically 24 miles to the gallon. I'm not hauling anything. There's nothing in the bed. I do have it on econ mode. That was part of the idea of like trying to max out the range here. And let me just tell you now, there's no range anxiety. If you buy this vehicle, you ain't got to worry about it. I didn't see it jump up to like the 500 miles that it, the manual said it can hold in the tank overall. And of course, your conditions, tire wear, and age of the engine will vary. But it's a brand new truck, so it's like, all right. Anywho, that was the closing remarks. If I feel like I need to update something else, I'll start recording it. Other than that, that's it for now. All right, another update. We are currently at 5,000 feet above sea level. Manual mode. Eco mode is off because we're pushing an incline. It pulls. I think I was a little bit spoiled with the WRX and the turbo. And I just realized that the roads kind of suck, so there's a lot of road noise coming through. It's normally, it wasn't this loud an hour ago. But I'm going off on a tangent. It pulls well. It pulls well. And I noticed when I was shifting gears, because again, paddle shifters, so I chose the right vehicle. It's a truck, but it's a sports truck. Not too many trucks let you control the gears. The Frontier had a manual option, not manual transmission, but manual control of the gears through a lever that's on the floor. Here I get paddle shifters, so, and it picks up, and I'm gonna do it again right here. Let's see, fourth gear. There we go. Picks up nicely. All right, that's all. I'm going to enjoy the rest of these twisties before I get to my final destination here and get off this crappy side of the road. There we go. And finish the cruise. Peace. Last time I came this way, it was covered in ice, and we were in a snowstorm. Me and the lady at the time. But this is gorgeous when the snow's not here. You see all the granite and underlying geology features. And I realize I'm shooting this in 60 frames. I'll let it slide for now. I can always, bust it down to 24, but I gotta keep traveling, man. I gotta keep moving. Build up and let the things that I build make the money for me to just let it go. Enjoy life. More life, man. This is gorgeous. Now, I'll try to come back up here again in the snow just to test out the Ridgeline's capabilities. I already got chains. FYI for people who don't know, just because you have all-wheel drive or 4x4, without a good set of tires and proper understanding of your terrain, you can still fuck up. All-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive is not your saving grace. It will help you, certainly, yes, most definitely over a 2-wheel drive vehicle, whether it be front or rear, with front being a little bit more easier to mitigate, slippery conditions, because, that's where the power goes and all that. But yeah, the orogeny is beautiful. The tree lines are beautiful. It's cathartic. Travel, man. Don't wait till you're old. I know there's a lot of niggas shit that's going on right now. Yeah, I said nigga shit. That's right, nigga shit. I mean, it's real, but it's also at the same time you gotta live, man. It's like, I'll be frank with you. I'm listening to not Black Truth. What's his name? Jason Black, and he's accurate, 100% everything. And some of the things that he said, I've tried to follow up on and implement in my life, but it's like, hey, you still gotta live, my nigga. Like, still gotta live. Every day. Every hour, each minute, each second. You gotta live, so keep that in the forefront wherever you go, be one. But also, live as if you only got one. And by one, I mean life. Yeah, that's it. All right, I think my point was made. If you were, picking up what I was putting down, and we're about to go into some more twisties. So, catch you guys at the final destination at the lake. Okay, so we're almost at the lake, and I just, pay attention to the surrounding, right? AM channel 1610. What do you have to tell me today? What are you going to warn me about? I want to hear it.
Do not exit your vehicle and keep the flow of traffic moving. Store all food and garbage in designated their food facility.
This is WQXA339. Caltrans Highway Advisory Radio Message. Squaw Valley.
Attention, bears are very active in this area. When traveling in the Tahoe Basin, slow down for bears or wildlife crossing the roadway. Do not exit your vehicle and keep the flow of traffic moving. Store all food and garbage in designated their food facility.
This is WQXA.
High level of bear activity. All right, so we are at half a tank. Filling up now. This isn't a proper triple calculation, but if you can see it, we're at $25 so far. It's $5 up here, as it would be, because mountains and all that shit, right? So it's pretty good on gas for a 4,000 plus pound vehicle, curb weight that is. Maybe another 300 with me plus a full tank of fuel. Yeah. Anyways, let's see. Okay, just finished. Grand total $50 at half a tank at $5. Y'all already know we gotta do the double click, make sure. 52, 56. That ain't bad. And I knocked off 5 cents because I'm a Shell member and all that. So, yeah. All right, let's see. Flip it around. 383. Still not hitting that 500 mark that they were talking about. So, that's with some of the nannies off and econ mode on and all that. Still not seeing that 5. All right, next stop, Mount Pluto. We actually get to test the Ridgeline's soft road, fire road, dirt, gravel, unpaved road capabilities. And more so, it comes down to suspension and tires. And then ultimately, your driving abilities, knowing when to accelerate, decelerate, and things of that nature. So, with that being said, it'll be a minute before I get up there, 37 to be exact, and I will. All right, so now we're on the off-road path, just in case my audio got cut out when I was switching the camera. It's not off-road per se; it's just a little camping fire road so far, and it's pretty narrow. And this is much wider than the Frontier, not just interior, exterior as well. So. I should have put this on the gimbal. I didn't. It is what it is. But yeah, let's see how well she does. There's going to be a bunch of twisties, so I probably won't be able to record too much. But I just remembered that I have a GoPro mount, so next time something like this comes up, I'll just mount it on the dash, since the dash is relatively flat. So that works out quite well. All right, so enough talking. I don't think I can play the music in the background, so I'm going to mute it at this point. But I will say this before I do stop recording. If we do get into some twisties here, me in the truck, I'll be sure you get to hear that J-Series engine with the paddle shifters in sport mode. All right. And now we reached a portion where we're going on a gravel road. And we are in normal mode right now. Ground clearance is adequate. It's doing what it needs to do. Not bad. You're going to hear wind buffeting and all that, so because I got the windows down, sunroof open, and the rear slider open. But I mean, the typical front wheel drive may do this as well, depending on the ground clearance. But yeah, no need to switch modes. It's very dry out. And private property. Well, we're gonna go for it anyway. We'll see what happens. Because there's a restaurant up here, so. Push comes to shove, just gotta turn around and go back. Bit of a dip, not bad. We made through. I'm gonna stop recording now because it's getting a little narrow and I need to focus on my lines. So, see you in a few. All right, so since the ground has a couple of undulation dips in it and it's getting pretty straight and narrow, I have a chance to update you. Straight up, you don't need a low range for, well, at least this little area, but man, is that transmission tunnel giving off a lot of heat from first to second gear. Maybe because I have eco on. There we go. That gave it an extra bump. Turned off eco, so I'm gonna keep this posting, but I guess kind of disregard it. I'll check back with you in a moment. Maybe the transmission will cool off a little bit. No warning lights though. Just fair bit of to the, well, just being fair to the Ridgeline. There's no warning lights. I just noticed immense heat as I stopped and parked to see if the restaurant's even open, and nobody's answering. So right now I'm guessing it's closed, but I'm already midway. I got literally 12 minutes left, so it's gonna be a 12-minute ride. And if it's closed when I get up there, it's closed. If not, then hey, I get something to eat. May include, oh man, they weren't kidding about the sunroof blocking the thing. But anyways, may include unpaved roads, as you can see. So, all right, I'll flip it around once I get close enough to where my destination is. Or I'll be turning back around and going back down the hill. Either way. So after kicking up a whole bunch of dust and getting my new interior kind of dirty, but whatever, it's closed. Womp womp. So we're just gonna turn around, head back down, and then look for somewhere else to go. But you know what? The Ridgeline handled all these ruts and guts quite well. I'm gonna put this up because it is extremely dusty as fuck right now. Like super fucking dusty. Anywho, we made it all the way up here. I can only imagine what this is like covered in snow. As you can see, there's a nice jutted out rock right there. So we're just gonna go extra slow and get over it and crawl. There we go. The Honda can crawl over things. Yes, yes, yes. Now, do I think a front wheel drive vehicle will get down up in here? Hell no. Hell no. You definitely need ground clearance. Even now, I'm starting to see what some of these people are talking about ground clearance. Like, it doesn't have enough. It needs, I think it's 8.5, if not dead at 9, but it needs 9.5. Now I'm thinking about investing into a lift kit just to give me that extra 1.5, maybe 2. I might take a hit in fuel economy, but I mean, you see what I do, so I'm gonna have to lift it. And some better tires. These, I think these are Firestones that came with this one. They're all not all terrains, they're just all seasons, but they're a little beefier than normal all season tires. Truck is dusty as shit. I'm gonna spray it off later on tonight. And the interior, I'm gonna have to just wipe it down, get some of that dust out of here. The new car smells, it's still there, but it'll probably be gone by the end of all this. So, oh look, some more, you know, when Sarah, I think her name's Sarah Intuned was her name, when she did the test with the Ridgeline and saying that you can't really tell how deep these ruts go and the little bit of undulation that you'll encounter. It's true. Same thing with TFL. They did the same thing. The ABS is kicking in right now. It's true. The camera does not give it justice. You can't see it, or it doesn't pick up the depth that well. And I'm using the V60 and it has a 3D time of flight sensor on it. But from the sitting position where I'm at and the position towards the ground, it ain't picking that up. So that's going to end it. I will start recording again once I'm out of this back country-ish hillside. And then go to the next destination and test out the Ridgeline. Y'all should have told me my lips were chapped. Damn. I've been recording the whole time like this. Oh well, not doing it again. Oh yeah, it would not be doing it justice if I didn't at least try putting it in sand mode, which I did. The situation doesn't really call for it. As you can see, what I disabled the front collision, auto stop start, and sand mode turned off stability to give it more oomph while traversing this stuff. And here, I'll stop real quick. Okay, so here's the button. I was in normal. I put it in sand. Put it in normal again. Traction control will re-enable sand. Yeah, might as well try it. Like I said, I'm here. I'm not in a dune or anything, or even close to loose sediment. But with all the dust being picked up, I figured, again, why not try it? We're right here. But yeah, that's it. And the next video will be me out of this area and probably at a truck wash or car wash or something. Do it yourself preferred. That way I can spray it off and try to preserve what's left of this Pacific pewter metallic. Something just rolled off. Not outside, inside. I think it fell out of my pocket. She is one dusty girl. The interior is pretty good as far as no creaks and rattles. I really think the rattling is coming from just that bottle that fell over. At least the majority of it. My seats, I preferred to roll them, or not roll them, stack them up. Just because space, man. It's a lot of space in here. And that's it. Even with the electric power steering and not being hydraulic, it's still on point. Once I get onto the road, it'll be a good sign to see if it's been misaligned by going over this undulation type road, or unpaved road, I should say. But for the most part, it's pretty direct still, even though like your traditional trucks when off-roading gives you that extra little play. Like if you ever driven a Jeep Gladiator, you notice that the steering wheel always has that extra, like, I don't know what the ratio would be, but there's like this extra bit of free play in the steering wheel before the lock happens, where it rotates all the components for you to make the left or right maneuver. So with this Ridgeline, I don't want to say 1-to-1 because I don't know the numbers off the top of my head at the time of this recording, but it's accurate. I'm able to navigate and feel where at least my left tire is at the moment. Still getting the feel of the spatial aspect of this vehicle, where I can start aiming for my line, especially when dealing with little undulations like this, or the ones back there where there were some major ruts and I had the one wheel tiptoe in there. Because when I had the rodeo, I had to do the same thing, even though that was on some Dana 44s sitting, I think that was 9 inches of ground clearance stock. And the off-roading, even though most people won't call this serious off-roading, it is off-road. It's not on an improved road. I'm getting besides the point. What I'm trying to illustrate is it still comes down to technique and knowing how to approach your lines, knowing where your breakover angle is, knowing where your departure angle is, and your approach. And if you have that under, I don't want to say control, but if you have that understood, especially you got a good grasp of the size of your vehicle, you kind of got a layout of the terrain, you're good. You're good. The rest of it comes down to tires and then the mechanical bits of, like having low range And I could have put this in sport and kept it in first and second, but it did fine in auto. I'm back on the road now, and I made like 3 extra videos since then. But hey, this is what it's all about. Every time I see something new or something that impresses me, from coming from a traditional truck to a unibody on, unibody frame, I'm gonna record it, man. Steering is still straight. We're good. It was not misaligned from going on that little back country road with a bunch of ruts and undulation. There's no shake. There's a little shake then because I just went over a bump, but it's not pulling, even when I step on it. Now, if I don't turn, I'm gonna go into the tree line. But yeah. Well done, Honda. It's a fucking truck. All right, so we're back on the main road. Let's take a quick walk around, see how dirty she got, 1. And 2, if there's any punctures or any damages to the tires. Oh, so they are Firestones, like I thought. Destination LE2s. They're pretty good. Some squirrel marks right there. Let's see if it's actually from brush. Nope, we're good. It wasn't a hit. We're good so far. No damage to the body. Just dirty. Yeah. She's just a filthy, filthy girl now. I gotta find a name for her. Still don't know it yet. It'll come to me. Soon enough. All right. Back in the ship. Now to move forward and get something to eat. All right, travelers, we made it out of the Watson Mountain after going through some backcountry. Now we're on our way to get something to eat. I'm gonna switch everything back to normal. One of the good qualities about being in a Ridgeline is that after doing all that, it'll be a smooth ride, man. Before we get on the road, let's do one more walk around, since that last gambit was pretty intense. There's a lot more jumping around. Still pretty good. No body damage, no dents, no dings. Like I said, she's just dirty. Very dirty. But that's all right. That's it. On to the next one. Now, you see, this is where the Ridgeline also shines. Hard twists and turns, apexes, Chinooks on improved roads, right? You got paddle shifters, put it down to second, turn off eco, release the throttle. All it is just deadens the throttle, like I said earlier. But then you can get into it. Let me see here. Sport, second gear, hard downshift. Here we go. I'm gonna whip it with one hand too. I'm talking about sport truck, baby. Sport truck. Downshift. In the second. Back up to third. All right, I got traffic. Like I said, it ain't no WRX. No. Do you feel the weight? Yes. Is there body roll? Honestly, minimal compared to what this fucking thing is. Seriously. I don't know if there's a sway bar underneath, because like I said, it's independent suspension. Or did I mention it earlier? Anyways, independent suspension. I'll put it back in regular drive mode. There we go. Eco. Just to enjoy the view. It's a really, really nice view. I don't know if you can really catch all it, but it's some kind of bay that we're out here near. Me and the ship, we are really setting some good pace. So, I mean, I already put 400 miles on her. Like, that's why I said I had to get something brand new, because I knew. Anywho, back to what I was saying. Yeah, this reminds me of Big Bear when I was tearing it up in the Cherokee. Cherokee didn't have paddle shifter. That was front wheel drive too, but it was the V6. I would have to use the, not column shifter, the lever. It's the standard shift, the one where Honda said, hey, no more. We're going to give you buttons. Cool, I guess. But at least I got paddle shifters, and it is not a CVT. It is a 9-speed transmission. Automatic, yes. I'm going to assume it's a planetary or, yeah, I'm going to go with planetary alignment. It doesn't feel like a DCT at all. Nah, I'm thinking of Honda. Nah, it's planetary. Anyways, yeah, it handles well. And with these Firestone tires too. So it's like, imagine, walk with me here, right? Or ride with me, rather. You put some nice Dunlops on here, right? I like Dunlops. I've had them on all my little sports cars and stuff. You put some Dunlop Durezas on here. Maybe drop it down 2 inches. Hear me out. Center of gravity. Because, it's still a truck SUV ride height. So, you still got the high center mass and the rollover and all that stuff. But it was very composed. And that was like 35 in the corner. That needed to be 10. And it stayed planted. Yeah. JDM truck scene. I can see it. I can see a bunch of people throwing on the little JDM flags. I think, what is it, yellow and green? Repping that JDM lifestyle. But with that said, the excursion continues. Yeah. I'm just stuck behind this damn Murano. Oh, man. I mean, I'm cruising too, but power cruise. Right?